Oh man, this is crazy. For those that don't know, ReZero, this is the 8th episode, and this is the final episode for this year. And a lot of people don't even realize this because this is going to be the first half of this season. So this is like kind of like the first curve, but it doesn't come back until February. So we got the premise, we got the setup, we got the fact that the enemies have come and staked their claim and what they want to do. We will not know until February before we know what happens for the rest of the season. It sucks. The whole point of this episode was to actually leave us salivating. We're over here wanting more, wanting to see what is going down, how the fights are going to happen. And I will say it did a pretty good job. It did give us a cliffhanger, gave us what we wanted. The whole time Subaru's sitting there like, hey, I can't go after Emilia. I gotta go save everyone, gotta watch over everyone, all this. I can't do what I want to do. Well, he's able to finally do what he wants to do and go for Emilia. But then it's like, psych. Wait till February, you can see more of what happens. So that's it for ReZero for this year, which is such a pain, but man, when it comes back, it's gonna come back strong because that's gonna be 8 episodes of just nonstop action, and it's gonna be absolutely amazing. But they did make sure to drop some bombshells on us here, all kinds of different things. The fact that Subaru can actually heal Krush, I was expecting Krush to be like, turn into an animal or something, like as everyone else, like be some bug. But then when they showed her, she's like, I was like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. You know, the blood going through her veins and giving her pain, like that was like, ugh. But then to learn that Subaru can heal her, not even really heal her, but just draw her pain into him. Which, of course, Subaru being Subaru, he's like, yep, okay, let's do it. Let me just suck all of the blood out of her and essentially take all the pain myself. But then Krush is like, dude, aren't you about to go to battle? Like, I can't fight right now. And the more that you draw out of me, then you need to fight. And they need your leadership. So, which did make a lot of sense, I'll be honest. Because she is right. Even if he pulled all of her pain into himself, it's not like she's going to be back to 100% in order to fight the archbishops that need to be taken out. So it was very a good heads up play for her to realize like, okay, you can actually help me, but you shouldn't help me. And honestly, she did start looking a whole lot better, but yeah, that's gonna have to be something that's left at the end after they fight. And of course, if she, even after they kill Lust and she's still contaminated, he can do that after they've had the victory. So, man, I feel for both of them, but you know, Subaru's got definitely matured enough because old Subaru would have been like, I don't care, I'm going to heal you. Now this Subaru's like, yeah, I know what I gotta do. I'll be back, but I know what I gotta do. It did feel a little painful to hear that William's wife is one of the characters that have been fighting, like that has all the sword skills, is able to absorb so many different things. Like the previous master swordsman is whom they've been fighting, and it's basically a corpse soldier. And I'm like, that's why they have the hoods on their heads. Because if they didn't have the hoods on their heads, they might have kind of pulled their punches as far as fighting them. So to know that it's her and Wilhelm's gonna have to fight his own wife, even though that she's you know, dead and passed on, we also learn of more of Reinhard's family and the whole issues and dynamics of what happened in the past. That even though she died, her divine protection skipped from her straight to Reinhard. This is why his father has animosity against him. Wilhelm, of course, himself had some animosity against Reinhard because of the divine protection leaving his wife and going to his grandson, and the fact that his grandson now has to have this responsibility and pedestal placed upon him. The fact that Reinhard was able to come up with the ability out of the blue to read, I was like, I could check other people now. Subaru's like, hey, what? You could just do that. You could just like just tell yourself, oh, okay, I'm just going, you know what? I got this new power now. Okay, let me use it. Excuse me? And of course, learning that the girl that has able to do music does have a divine ability of telepathy through her music. And it was like, telepathy, which I guess is like she can convey feelings and such and her happiness to other people. So it's actually good that they're gonna have her go up against Raph. So if Raph tries to do something to people around them, or Raph tries to, as Raph has been doing, trying to use people as a hostage, she can just sing a song and then they can take down Wrath herself. So I was like, okay, I see their plan, and it's a good one. Overall, I will have to say this actually has been a pretty good season. For these first few episodes, I think they've done a good job of conveying the issues that they have and how pressed for time that they are in order to take down all of these witches cult members. And the fact that the witch cult members have descent on this town and have everyone running amok and trying to run for safety or get safe. These next 8 episodes that are coming in February, they had better be nothing but fighting. And I would only assume we get a new opening and new closing, because I'll be honest, the opening closing that we've had has been amazing, but because they've had to fill in the episodes so much, we really haven't been having the ending credits as often as I would have liked, but it's okay. The fact is, they've been doing a great job filling in for time all the stuff that's happening. So here it is, Reinhard and Subaru going for Greed in the nick of time, of course, because Greed was about to go off on Emilia and all of the other wives he has. The fact that we learned that pretty much Subaru essentially has everything that the witches cult is demanding, or what they want, because even the tome who he thought was burnt up and destroyed is actually around, and Otto has put upon himself to get it fixed. So they actually do have it. Now, the question is whether or not, what will they find if they do get the book fixed? And I will have to say, I'm surprised that he hasn't really returned to death as much as I thought he would thus far this season. But the fighting starts next time in February, and I'm sure him returning to death is going to happen a lot more. And with Reinhard by his side, you know, Subaru may think he's all that, but we know who's the real carry here. Anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you enjoy what we're doing here. We do have a lot more content coming out. Of course, you are more than welcome to join up on a Patreon with the link down below for reactions that happened for this anime and several others. I hope you guys have a great holiday season, and we'll be back, Lord willing, in February to see more of this season when it concludes. In the meantime, check out all the other anime on the channel. You guys be safe, you take care, and Lord willing, I will see you in the future. Take care, bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.